Shalom, family trendsetter. All praises be to the Most High Power Hashem for allowing us to see another day. I believe today's date is August 4th, could be the 3rd, but I think it's August 4th, 2020. Today we're supposed to be expecting tornado-like weather, or tornado-like wind, I should say, in this horrible weather that I'm dealing with right now. Hopefully, the Most High will protect me. Anyway, I won't be long on this video. I just wanted to talk to y'all about some things that's going on. The first thing I want to remind y'all is, remember a while back, about a year and a half ago, I made a video telling y'all before 2019, and I'm sure many of y'all who've been with me for a while remember this. So for those of you who always hear me say this, I got to say for the new subscribers, in 2018, end of 2018, and the middle of 2019, I made a video saying that before 2019 ended, right before our new year begun, which would have been in 2020 of spring, because the new year doesn't begin when everything is dead. Okay, you can't say it's a new year when everything is dead, freezing cold outside, January 1st. Doesn't make any sense. It begins in spring when everything comes back to life. That's when the new year begins, right? The Hebrew New Year anyway. I told y'all that something major was going to occur where the whole world was going to be talking about it and the whole world was going to be affected by it. And I wasn't sure what it was. And incidentally, what happened after a couple months after making that video, it was announced that we are going to be dealing with this virus. I'm not going to say the other word. Y'all know what I'm talking about, because everybody and mama know about that virus that we're dealing with. We got to wear a mask, right? So I made that prediction, and the only way I was able to do so, the Most High spoke to my spirit. Because nobody hear from God. Nobody, not even pastors. I don't care what you say. If you're hearing voices, I don't think it's from the Most High Power. It might be from God, the God of this world, which is Satan, but I don't think it's from the Most High Power, because he doesn't speak to individual with word. You can never hear the Most High Power voice. That's a lie. You will hear him in your spirit. You will literally, like for me, sometime I'll be on, I'll be using the bathroom and shit, right? And I would just go into like a trance. I kid you not. Go into a trance, and I will foresee things that's going to happen. Sometimes it's not clear, but many of the time it's clear enough for me to, interpret what I'm seeing. It's almost like a vision I would see. And I remember seeing this vision back in 2018. I think it was November of 2018, and then in 2019, the same thing, of this something major happening where everybody was affected. But it wasn't clear enough for me to say it was the virus. You know what I'm saying? But it was clear enough for me to see where you had an announcement worldwide that something is affecting, the nation. I remember seeing that, and I made that video, and many of y'all can contest to that, way before this so-called virus came about. And I told y'all something was going to happen. Now, I had another revelation, another vision, right, some time ago, and it told me that a major player on the world stage is going to lose their life. Now, someone asked me, was it that guy Kane, that black guy that was running for Republican presidency, was it him that I saw? I told him, nah, it's somebody more significant than that individual. Now, could it be possibly him? Maybe, but I don't think the whole world know about him. But everybody gonna know about this particular world leader that's gonna succumb to probably the COVID. Who knows, right? But this person is gonna be up out of here. Most sides are gonna deal with this individual, and I know a lot of y'all are speculating who it is. Of course, a lot of y'all, I'm sure, thinking it's this person. I'm not gonna say his name, but I'll leave it for y'all to see it when it happens. I don't want to even say the name of who I saw in that vision. But yes, this world leader is going to lose their life before this year ends too. Before this year ends. I'm hoping I'm wrong about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want it to happen. And it's like, oh, how the fuck you know? Hopefully I'm wrong about it. But it's very unlikely that I am, because the same way I got that vision about the virus that's plaguing the world right now is the same way I had the same vision. Right? So I'm not trying to backtrack or anything, but I'm just saying maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but I don't know. I think it will. You're going to hear that announcement soon enough. So, moving on, I was listening to the news and they was talking about Chicago again. Chicago is in the news again. Another shooting again. Notice every time there's mass shooting in Chicago, it's always on the weekends where there's functions happening. And I've made videos in the past telling y'all that it's not no black on black crime, family. It's literally these agents going out, these mercenaries are being paid to go out and execute our brothers and sisters. I'm telling you. Because black people don't go around shooting up shit. We don't just go around shooting people up for no reason. You know, it doesn't. That's not our MO. We don't go around just shooting up family function. We don't do that. Now we do drive by, right? But we're not accurate when we shoot. How the fuck can you shoot 40 something people or 39 people and get all? I mean, and hit all the target. All the target was hit. Now I know, of course, if you use an assault weapon and you're shooting in the crowd, yeah, you're gonna get a lot more fatalities or victims and shit. But listen, it's just something about this picture. Notice every time there's a shooting in Chicago, it's always multiple people getting shot. Now, do we have gang-related murders? Of course we do. But I told y'all in several videos, that these gang members are being paid. A lot of them are being paid to go out there and shoot them and shoot up shit. You know what I'm saying? The ops fighting against each other. Because you got to understand something, right? We are not at liberty to get any weapons. Where are these guns coming from? You know what I'm saying? Where are these guns coming from? Remember how the CIA used to put drugs in our community, crack cocaine and shit? You have gang members. I remember I was watching a video like about 2 years ago where you had one of the gang members saying that they was walking in the alley and shit and found a crate of guns. I kid you not. It's out there. I don't know if they removed it, but it's out there. So you gotta ask yourself this question: where are these guns coming from? You got little niggas, little kids, youngins, having assault rifle weapons and shit. Where are they getting it from? Think about it. Because this is what they do. These devils, these powers that shouldn't be, they literally put drugs in our community. We sell drugs to one another. Then they put guns in our community. You know what I'm saying? To turn on each other. Because when you get, of course, if you hear black on black crime, yeah, if you around the black community, if you living in the black community, it's gonna be black on black crime. Because ain't gonna be really when white people coming in your shit. In this case, they are. And if you in the white community, it's gonna be white on white crime. If you're in the Hispanic community, Hispanic on top of Hispanic, they're gonna be killing each other. Asian, the same thing. Asian community, they're gonna turn on each other. So yeah. So of course, when they go on the news and shit and they broadcast this shit, another killing or another gang related shooting. How do they know it's gang related? How the fuck do they know it's gang related? If they know it's gang related, then they should know who these people are. Why are they not arresting these people? Why you don't have mass arrests with these so-called gang-related murders that's going on? You know why? Because it's not black people killing one another. It's these mercenary devils going out to, getting paid to kill us. I'm telling you. We was talking about defunding the police. You think they're going to allow that shit? They're going to create a problem to get a reaction to find a solution. They're not ready to defund no police. So what they're going to do is almost like a damn fire department. If a fire department ain't getting no action, right, they will go out there and become an arsonist. They will go out there and start the fire so they can get some action. I've seen that shit many times happen over. So that's what they're doing. They're actually creating these problems. And notice where these shootings are occurring in these major black cities and shit, urban cities. Like Chicago, New York, all these major cities, LA, you know what I mean? That's what they do. Because remember, your commander-in-chief said he was going to he's going to bring forth some kind of, what he said? Some type of law and shit, where they're going to institute federal agents to go on the ground. They already had this shit in one of those states, where you had the citizens fighting against it and shit, you know what I mean? And remember, Chicago is a black mayor, and she's a female. So, she got like a double strike against her ass. Black female mayor. And Trump, he don't like women. I don't think he had a problem with his mother. And then she being black again, Democrat at that, oh my God, 3 strikes against her. Because Trump don't like Democratic states. Because most Democrats know Trump for who he is. Only the Republicans are idiotic people. They're still under that spell and shit. So, family, it's about to get real. This year, 2020 is going to go out with a bang, literally. So I suggest that, once again, if y'all have the opportunity to go over to the bank, if you got any money, get your money out. If you got food stamps, start stacking up. because there's two things going to happen. One, if Trump does not get reelected or reselected, or Russia, or well, Russia in this case, not necessarily China, if Russia doesn't do a good job and allowing Trump to get a second term, there is going to be a civil war. If Trump loses, he's going to blame it on election fraud. You know, he already talking about the mail-in ballots and shit. They're going to be rigged and all. How do he know that? And if Trump actually wins, it's going to be some shit, because they're going to say, well, Trump had assistance from Russia. So either way you go, family, there's going to be some kind of turmoil at the end of this year. So if y'all are also able to arm yourselves, right? Go and purchase some weapons, because soon enough they're gonna run out. Like right now, I was able to obtain two legal weapons, because in Maryland you're allowed to have a shotgun and a long rifle, and I was able to obtain some of those, and I'm now working on getting my concealed weapon permit and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going hard, because I'm not gonna be caught out there. I am not, because when shit hit the fan, people already starting to lose their jobs again for the so-called second wave of this virus. And when people can't find no employment, when people are being evicted from their house, they're gonna start turning to people like me who haves and shit. Because you're gonna have the haves and the have-not. And some of these have-not gonna start turning on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying necessarily black people in your community, but them too. But you're gonna have outside. You're gonna, just like what happened in Black Wall Street in Oklahoma, where you had, we as black people was doing very good for ourselves, and then these motherfuckers that was suffering, they got their guns and they came into our community and started some shit. False accusation. You had a Karen, started some shit, and next thing you know, they bombed Black Wall Street. It's the same thing that's gonna happen to us, family. I kid you not. So y'all better start preparing for the worst, expect the best. If you can literally go out there and obtain a firearm, do so legally and shit, and otherwise too, fuck it, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, a time is gonna come where you're gonna need protection. Like when I brought it to my wife's attention what I was planning on doing, she's like, "No, I don't want no guns in the house, because guns kill people." I said, "No, guns don't kill people. People kill people." You know what I'm saying? The gun don't just get up and just say, "I'm gonna kill somebody today." No. And I had to explain to her, to educate her, why the importance of us needing the firearm and shit. I said, "Look, we're gonna take training." So I do have a course that I take every weekend and shit. I go, to the range and I practice how to shoot. And like I said, I'm in the process of obtaining my concealed carry license because of my business. I'm a business owner, so I might get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any charges and shit, anything bad on my record. At least I don't think so. Actually, I know I don't, because each time I go to DC, I have to go through these federal buildings. They do a background check, believe it or not, that same day before I enter these buildings. So I'm able to go through there, so I should be fine. So family, we need to practice our Second Amendment right. I think it's our Second Amendment or First Amendment right. I don't know which amendment it is, but the right to be armed. We need to do that, because soon enough, you ain't going to be able to buy no guns. You know what I'm saying? Legally anyway. You feel me? And it's about to get real. I'm telling you, the writing is on the wall. So for those of you who think I'm crazy and shit, I'm always coming on here fear-mongering, let me tell you something. I have another prediction for your ass. 2020 is going to be the bloodiest year. The end of this year is going to be the bloodiest year that we ever dealt with. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying this shit because, it's obvious that's where it's headed to. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. And for those of you who are talking about going out there protesting, let's say, for example, this devil, because they refer to black people as niggers, which we're not. Nigger just means black, nigger with one G. This devil, Trump, right, should, or if he loses the election, believe it or not, family, they are coming out swinging. These rednecks and shit, these mercenaries, fucking dumbass, wannabe gangster, don't have no education, no insight as to who the fuck they are, that they're really nothing, they're insignificant. They're going to come out swinging, and the first people they're going to target is black folks. Like, I got a bunch of white people in my neighborhood, and I'm starting to get to learn them and shit, get to know them. Having conversation with, just to want to get their mindset, see where they're at and shit. You feel me? Because I know when that time comes, it ain't going to be, oh, that's my neighbor. No, it's going to be us against them. Them against us. So, For those of you who are in the interracial relationship, good luck with that shit. Because y'all gonna have to choose a side. They don't give a fuck if your wife is white or if your husband is black. You're gonna have to choose a side. And all these kids that's got caught up in the middle and shit, these half-breeds, so sorry for y'all too. Y'all gonna be dealing with it. Because that's why a lot of y'all are conflicted and shit as mixed kids. And you'll notice a lot of mixed kids commit suicide, or they always turn out to be criminals and shit, because they don't know if they're going or coming. You know what I mean? So yeah, family, it's about to get real. And I know a lot of y'all are gonna depend on Jesus and shit. Jesus ain't here. Jesus has left the building. This motherfucker, first of all, he doesn't exist. But if you do believe he existed, he ain't here. Because if Jesus was here, the church building would not be closed, family. The church building would be open, right? And secondly, matter of fact, I was talking to my nephew yesterday, right? And I was telling him about the Bible that we read. I was going over some passages in the Bible, and I was telling him that this Bible is, a lot of it is bullshit, straight up. Now the Old Testament, I do rock with the Old Testament. The New Testament, a lot of it is bullshit. Slave, obey your earthly master. Turn the other cheek. Thou shalt not kill. Right, in the Old Testament, it shouldn't say thou shalt not kill. It should say, it's actually what it should have said is thou shalt not murder. Because you have the right to kill. If you have the right to defend yourself, what the fuck you mean thou shalt not kill? You know what I'm saying? When David was going to take off Goliath's head, I don't think he read that part in the Bible that said thou shalt not kill, because David was his adversary. Goliath was King David's adversary. So yeah, of course you're going to kill a motherfucker. If you got a spider in your house and you scared of a spider, right? And you bashed that spider. Did you say I murdered that spider? No, you killed the motherfucking spider, because the spider don't belong in your house, right? I don't even like killing spiders, believe it or not. I always catch them and shit and release them outside. I might be like, you crazy, smash him, kill him. I said, are you trying to murder the spider, the young lady? You know what I mean? But nah, killing and murdering is two different things. Murder is what these white people do to black people. You know what I'm saying? Unarmed. These so-called white police officers, they murder us. Right? If someone is oppressing you, or let's say, for example, you're defending your home from an invader. Someone is literally invading your home with a gun. And that person, you give them a warning, because we going through this course now and shit. Like I told you, I do shooting on the weekend, and they teach you, when is the right time to use your weapon. Believe it or not, if someone breaking in your house and shit, and they running away, and you shoot them in the back, you go to jail. It teaches you a lot. So yes, devils, I'm armed and I'm educated. Okay, so if somebody's breaking in your house and you warn them, listen, I'm armed, do not enter my home. The castle doctrine, the right to the right to preserve your life and shit while you in your home, and you give them warning and they still come in your motherfucking threshold, you can kill them. You know what I'm saying? That's not murdering them, that's killing them, because murdering them is when you come out of your house and they walking away and you say, you know what, nigga, you was trying to break in my house, bam, and you shoot them. That's murdering them. But killing them is when they coming into your shit, into your space, and you giving them warning. You give them 3 or 4 warnings. You know what I'm saying? Shit, shoot off a warning shot, and they still intend on coming in to bring your family harm. You can kill that motherfucker. That's not murder. So the Bible should have been written, "Thou shalt not murder." Don't say "Thou shalt not kill," because the slave master wants you to read it that way. So that way when they kill you or kill your loved one and shit, hang them on trees, castrate them, rape your children and men and women and animals too, and you decide you're going to take revenge, you're going to be like, damn, what the Bible said, I shouldn't kill. Man, get the fuck out of here. The Bible should say, thou shalt not murder. You know what I'm saying? Murder is premeditated. Killing is not premeditated. You could kill a motherfucker defending yourself. So anyway, again, family, something to think about. If y'all have money, like I said, start stacking up before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. We about to get a storm, right? Now, what if the power go out? You know what I'm saying? What if you can't make it outside because you're flooded in? At least you have food in your house. This is why you should always prepare for the worst and expect the best. You can't prepare for your funeral and shit when you're dying. You know what I'm saying? No, you prepare while you're healthy. But anyway, family, with that, I say shalom.